are you feeling?
Yeah, I mean, still kind of hard to reflect on it. It's so fresh. Like I said, it's kind of feels like a nightmare. I still don't really know how to put it into words. I think as the weeks go on, I'll maybe start to make more sense of it. But right now, it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, it feels like a nightmare. I don't even know how it unfolded like that.
How do you reconcile 5 straight trips to the Grey Cup, which is an incredible run, with 3 straight losses? And what needs to happen? Like, does it need to be changed? I mean, there's 7 other teams that didn't win that weren't in as good a position as you guys were. Like, how much needs to change so that you can get over that final hurdle?
Yeah. With that being said, with going to 5 straight Grey Cups, I'm still extremely fortunate and to be able to be playing in those games and going to those games. Guys play a long time in this league and don't end up going to one Grey Cup. So, still very thankful for that and thankful for this organization. But yeah, we just can't finish. Like, we're going to these last 3 losses and we can't finish these games. So yeah, I think there needs to be self-reflection and ways where maybe individuals, like, could I do more in big games like that? Can the coaches do more? Can we prepare differently? Whatever it is. I mean, obviously what we're doing is working because we're getting to the big game every single year. We've got one heck of an organization and one heck of a group, but we're just not finishing those big games. So yeah, I think there needs to be a little bit of change, whatever that is, because obviously what we're doing isn't working.
I'm gonna ask you this: like, we're getting reports out about Zach Claris's finger. Like, it's not just cut; like, it's hanging off. And you just win the MOP earlier that week. I know we asked you after the game, and I have to reflect. Like, why is it an 8-point game and you're throwing the ball? Like, why aren't they hammering the rock with you in the offense and ultimately the guy that got the win?
Yeah, I mean, I'm always gonna think that throughout the course of a season, right? I know my ability. I know the offensive line that we got. I think that we can always take a game over and win us games throughout the course of a season. It doesn't always unfold like that. There's going to be games where you have 20-plus touches, and there's going to be some games where you have 10 touches. And you can win like that, and you can also lose like that, right? But I have full belief in myself and this offensive line. And this team, the team knows this. They understand that we can take a game over at any given point if we have the opportunities to do so. So I think we didn't have enough of those opportunities on Sunday, which is unfortunate because, again, like I said, we've done it all year long. We do take games over. That offensive line, you let them work, you let them run off the ball and maul guys. That's what they do best. I felt like we could have did that more Sunday. Like I said, obviously there's other ways to win games, but I did feel like in that game, I think that was our type of game, especially the way the game was going. I think that was our game to take over, and fortunately we just didn't get the chance to.
So you were kind of shocked as well then just by the way the game plan itself, like, because I think it was maybe 9 touches for you going into ahead of garbage time. Like that, the way that shook out then for you was shocking as well.
I mean, you look at it throughout the season, different ways to win games. Throughout the course of the season, like I said about the touches, it's, we've won games with limited amount of touches, right? And whether it was limited amount of touches or not in that Grey Cup game, again, through the course of the season, we've still won games. You guys know who I am, the type of back that I am. I'm built to get 20 touches a game throughout the course of the season. I've showed my durability more than one season. I'm capable of getting those touches, and the coaches know that too. But like I said, you can win games. We've won games with me getting the ball 10 times, right? So.
You said there wasn't opportunities in that game. Why wasn't there opportunities, do you think?
Yeah, again, the game is still so fresh in my mind, the loss, and that's all I can really think about right now is the heartbreak and how it feels like a nightmare, and it's not making sense to me right now. I think over the course of these next couple of weeks, I can fully reflect on the game. I've been trying to even like last night and this morning, trying to reflect on the game, and it still doesn't make sense to me. I think the only thing I can really touch on is the fact that, I thought the offensive line and myself could have had maybe more opportunities to take the game over, and I don't know why there wasn't more opportunities. I still need to reflect on that and maybe have some conversation with, my teammates and maybe some of the coaches and really get to understand. I think I've earned the right to understand why it played out that way. So right now it's hard to reflect on it right now.
But after Zach got injured and it was hard for him to throw the ball, did you go up to Buck and say, give it to me more?
I don't do that. It's not right. It's not right to do. I'm always going to be a team first guy. Of course, we know there's so many good abilities in this locker room, and guys that can really do damage on this team on both sides of the ball that make an impact on this team, and I so happen to be one of them, right? But it's whoever's calling the shots, however the game's going to unfold, I'm just going to strap on my helmet, buckle it up, and go to work every single day, whatever play's called.
Obviously, a game plan can change, right? It can be fluid depending on what everything's going on. But heading into that game, based on the game plan you guys had, how many touches were you anticipating you'd get?
Yeah, I feel like every week I'm expecting to get lots of touches. Obviously, it doesn't unfold like that every week. I think you look at the week before in the West Final, how heavily involved I was, and I think I played a big reason of, controlling the clock in that game and us getting the victory. That's kind of been our secret to success for a long time here is like I said, letting the O-line run off the ball and maul guys and do what they do best, and us leaning on the run game and controlling the clock. So after having that kind of performance in the West Final, I think, you go into the biggest game of the season and say, hey, what has gotten you to where you are today? And that's, being so successful running the football. So you'd think it'd be maybe a little bit more heavily involved in the game plan, and I thought so going into the game for sure. I thought it was going to let the guys out front work and let's control this game and do what we have to do to win the game. Unfortunately, didn't unfold like that.
And what is lots of touches? Is it 20 touches? Is it 25? Is it 30? What does that number look like to you?
Yeah. I don't know. I think I was, extremely productive in the limited amount of touches that I got in that game. I think a game like that, I think it all depends, right? It's the flow of the game, how productive you're being with the amount of touches. I think I was incredibly productive. Offensive line played one heck of a game. I told them right after the game how proud I was of them, but I think the way the game was going, I think a game like that, I don't want to put a number on it, but like 20, 25 touches is what I think I can get every single week. But in a game like that, give us a chance to take the game over and to help this team win.
Needs to change. You mentioned you've earned that right to address the higher ups, to address coaches. Like, what is your message then from this season? What is your message for this team? You're the best player in this league. So what is your message for this franchise moving forward?
We got a lot of great guys in this locker room. Guys that deserve to get the ball and to make an impact. And I guess my message would be, whatever our pillars are going to be and our blue points to success, whatever that's going to be, whatever has gotten us to where we are today, that's who we are, that's our identity. So we need to just stick with it. You need to trust it because we've trusted it all year long. And then we get to the biggest game of the year, and it's kind of been like the same recurring message over the last number of Grey Cups. It's what's gotten us to where we are today. We've trusted it throughout the course of the season. We get to the biggest game of the year, and we're not trusting it. We talk about that all year long, about, trusting in it, trusting your teammates, trusting the work that you put in, trusting your preparation. Well, we need to trust in what has gotten us to where we are today. So that would kind of be my message.
Brady, could I just ask
A lot of
one
words
last
for
quick
getting
one?
involved.
Could I just ask one last quick one? I think there's a lot of speculation about Buck potentially getting being a candidate for a head coaching job elsewhere. I'm just curious. I know you guys want to maybe you guys bring back a lot of the same pieces to make another run while you guys are hosting next year. Is that a guy that you want to see come back just for this another run here?
Yeah, obviously, I don't make those decisions. We'll see what happens with that. Obviously, I'm a fan of the offense. I like the offense. Obviously, gives us lots of opportunities in the run game. Obviously, this being a pass-first league, I'm very fortunate with the amount of opportunities that I do get throughout the course of the season. So, and I wouldn't really want to learn another offense. Obviously, I can do it if needed. But he's done lots of great things here for this organization, and with his play calling has won us lots of games. So whatever direction that goes in, I mean, I know there's lots of speculation out there right now. I mean, it's way out of my control, but I think this organization will make a great call of what's best and what's necessary for this organization.
Thanks, man.
Thank you. Appreciate it.